Hey everybody, so in the past we did a video on link aggregation control protocol with the Synology NAS, why you want to use it, and how to do it on a Netgear GSM switch. Today we're going to update that video with doing exactly the same thing, but this time we're going to do it on UNIFI network gear, and as you're going to see, things have come a long way and they're a lot easier than they have been in the past. So first, before even setting up the bonding on the Synology NAS itself, and here we have a rack station, we're going to hit our UNIFI network portal first, and we're going to go to the switch where we want to combine the ports. So on this particular case, it's port 9 and port 10. And you'll see status is at 1000 FDX on both. And in order to configure the ports on a UNIFI switch, and you guys will be pleasantly surprised at how easy this is. You just hit the ports. You then go into port 9 and 10 and you select both. And by the way, you can aggregate up to 4 ports. So if you have 4 open ports on your Synology NAS that you want to bond, you can do 4 on the NAS and 4 on the UNIFI switch. But in this case, we're just going to do ports 9 and 10. Okay. So we're going to click the edit button. We are going to go down to profile overrides, and we're going to make sure that we select aggregate. And in here, we're going to put the number. You would normally see it on switching, but we're going to select aggregate, and we're going to say we want to aggregate ports 9 and 10. Okay. So 9 and 10, we'll leave the link speed at auto negotiation. There's no reason to change any of that. And at that point in time, you can hit apply. So what will happen is it'll provision, it'll come back up, and now that we've set up LACP on the switch, notice we're still provisioning here. We're going to run over to the rack station, and here we're going to go to the control panel, and then we're going to hit the network dialog. And under network dialog, we're going to select the network interface tab. And you'll notice that my 2 interfaces, LAN 1 and LAN 2, are right here. So not everybody can afford 10 gigabit networking. I have LAN 6 connected at 10 gigabit. And of course, I have LAN 4 connected on its own VLAN for my surveillance cameras. But we're going to be bonding LAN 1 and LAN 2. And if you look at both of these right now, they're saying 1000 megabits full duplex. So the next step is to select create and create bond. And in this particular case, we want to make sure that we select IEEE 802.380 dynamic link aggregation on the switch. We don't want adaptive load balancing. We don't want static link aggregation, and we don't want active standby. So this is the only choice right here. We're going to hit next. We're going to select which ports we want to aggregate. We're going to select LAN 1 and LAN 2, and we're going to hit next. And I'm not going to assign a manual IP to these. I'm just going to use DHCP, but for those that are using the aggregated ports as your primary ingress into your Synology, so if that's how you're connecting to your Synology, then you want to go ahead and probably use the manual IP address and then select done. Now at this point in time, you're going to see this, and don't worry about this because I'm assuming you're not running a DHCP server from your Synology, but if you are, you're going to want to check into that and make sure that you have an alternative up until this is ready to go. Select yes, and at that point in time, it's going to save settings, and then it's basically a hurry up and wait, and we'll come back once it's ready. Okay, we're back, and it looks like the configuration change is done. So when we go to network interface now, we're going to see bond 1 is connected, and you can tell what your link speed is by clicking the down arrow. And you'll see 1000 megabit full duplex connections, and you'll see the network status, and this is what's really important, is 2000 megabits per second. So a couple of things to note. One, the drives in the Synology have to be fast enough in order to do that 2000 megabits per second of write and read. So it doesn't matter if you bond the interfaces if the hardware behind it isn't fast enough to handle that kind of speed. 2, when you're connecting with a client, unless you're not going to get that 2000 megabits per second from one client, but you will get two 1000 megabits per second connections on two clients, assuming that the two clients are fast enough, read and write, and the NAS is fast enough, read and write. And if we pop back over to our UNIFI network, you'll notice now that it's aggregating port 9. And so that is pretty much it on how to use LACP on a UNIFI switch. Once again, all you have to do is select the switch that your device is connected to, select the ports that you want to configure, select both at the same time, make sure that you have aggregate selected, and make sure that the ports 9 and 10 in this particular case, but whichever ports your Synology is connected to, you aggregate those ports, link speed auto negotiation, and then apply. And that's it on the switch side. And back to the rack station, the Synology in this case, all you're doing is creating a bond. That's it. And make sure to use 802.3 AD dynamic link aggregation. This is what you want to select. And notice even here, it says you have to enable it on your switch before you select it on your Synology. All right. So if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Leave some feedback on what you think about this video. Was it helpful? Did you run into problems? Were you able to duplicate this and find success with it? And we'll catch you again soon.